Hello, Drip community, and those of you who are not yet part of the Drip community, welcome back to my channel. I'm Blue Chip Drip, and I'm not a financial planner, advisor, consultant. This is just me sharing my adventure, the king of DeFi, the Drip Network. I'd like to start off today by thanking some folks that watched my video yesterday. I normally don't like to put out any personal stuff on YouTube, but I made a promise to God if He helped me figure out a situation, I would share my story. And I definitely don't want to, whenever I pass away or die, I don't want to go to heaven and God say, hey, you said you shared my story. You went out on YouTube doing crypto videos and you didn't share the story like you said. So I got to make sure I stay squared up with the good master and spread the word when I can. Not a big holy roller person, but you know, I was glad to have the opportunity to do it. Special thanks to Tony Morrow and Jonathan Rosario, Richie Hayes, I think it was Triple L MC, and a gentleman at 04DTH or something like that. I actually tried to do this video in my house with my laptop, but my film editor is having technical issues. I tried to do it like 4 or 5 times, so I about got it memorized, had stuff wrote down. But anyway, I enjoyed the opportunity to be on the House of Maxis yesterday. Always an honor. That's hosted by the Crypto Collective. For those of you who don't know, a telegram group composed of drip maxis, no nonsense, technical advice and information that's essential to you to achieve success in the DeFi or crypto space. And the House of Maxi show, we had Lee from the Driptopian channel, Lee, yesterday. That was a big honor, as well as Unmade Sugar. Big honor meeting him, a key developer and long time in the space. And I enjoyed listening to what they are going to do while we're on standby for a concrete plan as where Drip is going to go from here. As well as Drip Millions, you know, motivated, extreme knowledge in the crypto space. I always like tuning into what he has to say. Dripology, Nelly, man, he's been in the space a while. His expertise, his knowledge of protocols and behavior and sentiment is priceless. I'm glad to be a part of the group. Crypto Tiger, man, I enjoy being privy to the information that he puts out, and I appreciate every bit of it. Watch all your videos. I do wonder, who is Crypto Tiger? And what made me question that is I was in a gas station. I stopped at a gas station about a couple weeks ago, and there was a talk show host on the radio that the cashier was playing on the speaker in the gas station, and it sounded just like Crypto Tiger. And I was like, nah, that can't be him. I know he's got a regular job as an engineer, financial developer, or something like that for a big company. Or nah, that couldn't be him. He don't have time to do that. But I did, because he sounded so much like Crypto Tiger, I asked, it was one of these love relationship talk shows, and I asked the cashier, I said, hey, who is that talk show host on the radio? And she said, that's Dr. Love Jones. He's famous. I said, oh, he sounds like a friend of mine. But anyway, I knew it wasn't Crypto Tiger. But as I was about to leave, he goes, hey guys, I want to thank you for joining me on the Dr. Love Jones show, except for you cheaters and you wife beaters and you home wreckers. You suck. We don't want you in here, fool. I was like, whoa, what a coincidence. He sounds just like Crypto Tiger. I know there's no way it could be. Anyway, Tiger, man, I appreciate you, man. Everything you do, the information. I'm glad to have you as a friend and a peer. Your boys did really good last night. And as far as the House of Maxie show, what I gathered is, we're on standby. There are some rough formats as far as what's going to happen. But as you know, things are subject to change with Forex. And for right now, it appears that most people are going to be in a accumulation phase, not compounding or airdropping, building other wallets, but claiming their rewards, holding it in the fountain, which is the same as being in your wallet, and just accumulating till we can see. We're just waiting on the word, man. Standing by. Anybody out there served in the military, stand by for the standby, baby. And as for me, hey, they're attacking this inflation problem, and hey, let's accumulate. Think about it. When bank flow was coming to an end or whatever, not that I don't think it totally ended, Forex creates drip. He was able to move a lot of those investors from bank flow into drip, from what I understand. I could be wrong, but that helped give drip a good jump start, created FOMO, and those people did very well. Generational wealth. So here we are. I feel like it's the same situation. Drip V2. We'll be able to drop a lot of whingers off, but then we'll still have the core maxis and dedicated drippers to help give momentum to the new drip. And right now, we've got the best pre-sale price you could possibly have, even if it's 4 cents instead of 1 cent. That's my take on that. Now, before I get into anything else, I want to give a special thanks to Uptown Crypto. He came up in the chat yesterday, and hey, man, just want to say I enjoy watching you and Nelly and Driptopian kind of banter back and forth, and I don't take sides in no way, shape, or form. Do I want to get caught in the crossfires of that banner? But I respect all of you guys' knowledge in the space and the effort you put into it. And I try to take what information is useful and use it to my advantage. And if I'm able to benefit from that information, I like to thank the person that I got it from or where I got it from. And a few days ago, I was, my wife and I, it wasn't an argument. She was just expressing that I'm not good at making myself emotionally available, and that I am not sensitive to the issues that she tries to bring to my attention. And I don't like to watch some of the programs on TV that I used to do. And she's right. I used to sit there and watch the novellas because it helped me learn Spanish. And, because I was trying to win over her admiration, I'd watch anything, whether it was whatever. So she's right. And I'm like, I want to have a good relationship with my wife. I'm getting my golden years, man. I want to enjoy it, man. So I'm like, man, how can I make myself better at those things? How can I be more sensitive to what she's talking about? How can I make myself emotionally available? And I just listened to you and Nelly go back and forth talking about soy and all that stuff. So I stopped at Piggly Wiggly and I got myself a carton of the quart-sized soy milk, and I chugged the whole thing, man. Drank the whole thing. When I got home, my wife was watching a baking show on TV, and man, that soy kicked in, man. And man, I was just so smooth. I came in, I wasn't macho or nothing. I was like, "Hola, mi amor." My wife speaks mostly Spanish, and before she could go, "¿Qué pasa?" because she was still mad, I just said, "Dame un beso, por favor," and she gave me a little kiss. And then I sat down, and on the baking show, they were making a tres leches cake, and I was able to grab that cake, and I was able to make myself look at the cake and just start crying, you know, like start crying. And she was like, "Baby, ¿qué pasó? ¿Por qué lloras? You know, why are you crying?" And I was like, no, it's okay, está bien, yo también, estoy también. And she was like, no. And I was like, estoy bien. Well, I was saying, not también, estoy bien. I'm okay. And she was like, dime por qué lloras? Tell me why you crying. And I just responded. I said, you know, este postre es hermoso. Es muy hermoso. And she was like, oh, baby, tú quieres un tres leches? Sí, por favor. Man, she made me a fresh tres leches cake. And you know what? Ever since then, everything's been cool, man. Thank you, bro. And enough of that. I know people get bored hearing about that. Back to the House of Maxis. People are accumulating. Big Beauty put out an awesome video today. If you guys haven't seen it, she titled it, I think, Drip Network Bullish or Bluish. But she's got some notes as far as, you know, closest as to probably what they're gearing towards. Nothing's concrete, subject to change. You know, there's not going to be any more faucet as we know it. There may be another faucet. However, the only way you'll be able to enter is via DDD, sacrifice only, and a max wallet for that type of faucet or whatever would be 100,000, and at that time you would earn 1% for 100 days. I may be wrong on that. As far as what we have now, Forex said on Friday night, most of you saw this, he said that those who have executed good behavior, been compounding or airdropping, you know, whatever situation, instead of selling, that they would be rewarded and they would be allowed to claim that. Now, that's subject to change, I'm sure. There may be some sort of mathematical equation or whatever, but I feel like I don't have any reason to doubt Forex. You know, I think he'll do what's fair and just. Hey guys, look at how many projects during bull market and bear market, when the heat turned up, devs just yanked the money and disappeared. And here's Forex battling. Ye may have gotten mad or heated in the Telegram chats or whatever and said things out of anger, but we all do that. When the rubber meets the road, here he is, man, trying to make this thing do good, because he knows probably the animal farm won't do as good if Drip doesn't do better. And with the community of Drip, it would just, he'd be crazy not to make it do something good. So that's where we are with, that's my take on that, guys. I feel like you know, we have a developer that he definitely wants to make this thing successful. Personally, I'd like to see some of those things that Big Beauty was talking about, but have some sort of staking protocol or yield farm, so you could take your Drip and still build some sort of passive income. Me personally, I can't see Forex copying PulseX or somebody else. I think that he would probably come up something more unique and state of the art. So hey man, it's exciting. Change is inevitable, you know, embrace it. We certainly couldn't keep going the way we were going. Anyway, thanks to everybody, my comrades over at the Crypto Collective, Dripodigy, Crypto Tiger, Xandagy, Westside Ian, Michael VD, Speaker Freaker, Lene Lavelle, man, I noticed some IMO. I see him in there all the time. A lot of guys I'm forgetting. All the female soldiers out there, your big beauties and your Susie S, Peerless Crypto Cafe, Ladies of the Faucet, Tony Morrow once again. Man, nice community, man. Glad to be a part of it. This is Blue Chip Drip out of here. Best way coração.